A first down throw from Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st and 10, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. 25 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Watson on 1st down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss.
Set. 18. Check. 53. Go tackle. Go. We got this.
It's Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. Past the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A first down carry now for Miller. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 27, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Alert, alert.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. In the car! Mike, 53. Trot. 3, Mike. Blue down and go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On 1st and 10, Watson, open man, the tight end falls. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely, 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Seibert on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Texans 17, Browns 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They keep it with Miller. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on second and 6. Watson over the middle. It's Fells. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check back. 24.
On first down, it's Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at their 48-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a first down throw, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. First down, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 46 yards.
X3, 218, chop.
Now a play fake here on first down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll run on first down. Miller. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with the lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
53, Mike. Check the out, check the out. 54. 53 to Mike, 53.
On first down, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That's the set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All right. Here we go. Let's go. 59. Hey, let's get there. Check. Let him go.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Here we go, G.
Open man is QT, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Watson
from the gun, he'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Protein spill.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pick.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Listen, 19. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Watson on first down, rolling to his left. It's complete to Fuller, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Watson out to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Interception.